what high school would look like for you. You were able then to imagine that WTA would provide you an educational experience that effectively responded to your particular needs and abilities, and that would best prepare you for success beyond high school. And it was your imagination that guided you through the application procedure and culminated in your acceptance, which we celebrate here today, 4 years later. Second, passion involves conviction. As you know, it is one thing to imagine a better life or a better situation for ourselves or for others, but it is quite another thing to actually do what needs to be done to make it happen. Think back in your minds to your very first weeks of freshman year. Safety training, one-day exploratories, choosing your 6 top picks for 1 week, the 1 weeks themselves, and then finally, your shop selections, your final shop selections. Through that whirlwind of transitions, your belief in yourselves, your belief in others, and the belief of others in you have assisted you in keeping your eyes firmly fixed on the destiny that you had imagined for yourselves from the very moment. Arguably most important, passion involves investment. And this is the place where passion gets painful. If we want to make our hopes, our dreams, our aspirations become reality, we must be willing to invest ourselves in them totally. This, of course, requires sacrifice and surrender. It means putting our dreams first in our list of priorities each and every day, without regret and without counting the cost. Think back again in your minds over the past 4 years. Start your recollections even before that, back to 8th grade, when you began to consider your options for high school. Whether or not you realize it, you have all made a number of sacrifices to get here today. When you transitioned to WTA from middle school, you parted company with friends and acquaintances, some of which you probably had known since kindergarten. You learned very quickly that the week-on, week-off schedule of shop and academics is not for the weak, and that it required an even higher level of maturity and commitment than you could have imagined in order to maintain balance and make progress. You struggled with extremely rigorous technical content in your respective shops, and you slogged through the same quantity of academic curriculum as your peers at the high school in roughly 75% of the time. And while you were doing all of this, you were also juggling work, family, personal victories, personal tragedies, and everything else life sent you over the past 4 years. Oh yeah, and a global pandemic. In the midst of everything, you never lost sight of the goals which brought you here in the first place. And right here, right now, you are prepared to embark upon the next chapter of your lives. As you do so, I ask you, I beg you, never lose the passion that has made your time here at WTA so productive and so successful. You all have more to offer than you could possibly imagine in terms of your intelligence, your skills, and most of all, your goodness. And God knows the world needs those 3 things now more than ever. In closing, there is one additional thought I'd like to leave you with. Even though you are moving on, you are still and always will be members of the WTA family. 33 Smith Avenue will always be your home, unless we get another school someday. Please never hesitate to stop by a visit or to pick up the phone and call. We are always here for you. Again, to you, the class of 2022, I offer my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to you for a bright future filled with the promise of everything that is good. God bless all of you. It is now my privilege to introduce the mayor of the city of Westfield and the chairman of the Westfield School Committee, the Honorable Michael McCabe.
Thank you very much. I do have some prepared remarks, but before we get into them, Molly, come on, look at that lid. Good for you. I was talking with Senator Vilas just a couple of minutes ago, and he assures me that he's made the phone call to keep the rain away, so that's pretty cool. I'd like to thank Stefan Saporowski for giving me the ability to talk to you for the next 30 minutes or so. It's good to be here together. There's so many faces out there that I know and recognize. It's my pleasure to be here with so many families, friends, and colleagues who gather here together with enormous Tiger pride to see their loved ones graduate from the finest technical school in the country, Westfield Technical Academy. Now, if I may, it is time for this guy to offer some pearls of wisdom. Not really. No. But I think I'll just keep it simple. Today is a day of hope and inspiration. As I look out amongst the class of 2022, I see a very bright future built upon solid roots sitting out there in the bleachers and all the way around us. You've been preparing for the past 4 years for your new roles. I guess you guys now call it adulting. Is that the word for you guys? All right. For your new roles as adults, culminating in this very moment. And you have managed to thrive amid uncommon adversity. You came together as freshmen in classroom environments from all walks of life. You faced the challenges, North versus South, the transition of adolescent life, and of course, whether or not your internet was working. Then in early 2020, COVID hit and changed our lives forever. But you were tough and, dare I say, resilient. You navigated Zoom, team meetings, Chromebooks, and virtual challenges of all types. You even, with the help of your family, friends, faculty, and the staff here at this wonderful institution, managed to get through your senior years together in classrooms and in shops once again. And now, you are ready to face the future, and your path is exceptionally bright, even with the pandemic. The pandemic has left us in a unique place of opportunity. You will be able to use the skills that you have gained at Tech to succeed in higher education, the military, or you can immediately find good-paying jobs in the fields you study. Everyone is hiring. Elm Electric, Advanced Manufacturing, Cam4, Savage Arms, pick one. They're all waiting for you. Even we have a couple of spots open at City Hall if need be. So whether or not you choose the trades, technology, or human services, you are prepared and we are waiting for you. I only have 2 requests, and they're simple. Always be kind. Say hello to people when you see them. Look up from your phones. You have no idea what that person may be going through when you encounter them. Sometimes it only takes a small act of kindness, as a simple hello, to change a destiny. Saying hello is an affirmation that you see the other person and that they matter. It is an invitation to conversation that carries the potential for genuine connection, the kind only real life can provide. No act of kindness is ever wasted, and it is a habit we should practice more. Be kind to others, and above all, be kind to yourself. And I would be remiss right now if I didn't recognize the band behind me. I'd like to give them a round of applause for the great work they did in the intro. And it goes right along with my second request. The second request comes from the band Survivor, from their hit song, Eye of the Tiger. So many times it happens too fast. You change your passion for glory. If you want to sing along, feel free, by the way. Don't lose your grips on the dreams of the past. You must fight to keep them alive. I ask you to find your eye of the tiger. Find a path. Thank you for that, Patrick. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Kennedy and I are classmates from the class of 1980. Yes, that's 1980, where the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Yes, that's true. All right, settle down. I ask you to find your eye of the tiger. Find a path, a passion, a vocation that makes you happy. Rise up to the challenges. Hard work and go the distance. If you do, you will not only survive, you will thrive and learn just how strong, resourceful, and resilient you truly are, just the way you have been throughout your high school career. So whatever road you choose, the city of Westfield wishes you its very best and hopes you choose it as your forever home. Congratulations, Westfield Technical Academy class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor McCabe. Next, it's my privilege to introduce Senator John Velas, who will present greetings on behalf of the Senate of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Good evening, everybody. What an absolute honor to be here. I was telling my friends back here that I graduated in 1998, and it was over there in the baseball field. So I guess that's a good place to start. You have no idea how fast this time is going to go. Make every single one of these days count. You know, one of the things we've talked a little bit about lessons over the past 2 years and beyond. I think the most important lesson that I've picked up over the past 2 years and change, and even before that, is that truly every single day is a gift. Every day is a gift, and we know we are not guaranteed tomorrow. So live it like it's your last. You know, someone asked me today, I said I was coming to a graduation, and they asked me what I was going to talk about, and they asked me if I remembered my graduation, and the answer was naturally, I have absolutely no clue anything that was said at my graduation. So I wanted to bring something up that I think that hopefully, like the mayor said, maybe some things that I've learned a little bit that might not be helpful down the line. And I'm going to, believe it or not, I'm going to start off with something that happened yesterday morning with me. And I've got a newborn child who's 4.5 months old. His name's Carson. And Carson loves when you, like, blow into his stomach. He laughs. He goes crazy. However, he also does something else. As I was doing that yesterday, and I was looking at him in the eye, all of a sudden, the right side of my cheek just started getting whacked, and he just started peeing on me. And here I am. I'm dressed for work. I'm ready to go. I'm heading to Boston, and all I could do is just laugh at myself, laugh at him, laugh at the beauty of this moment. And I think that's really, really important. And the lesson that I've gotten, I've learned over and over again is, you know, don't take yourself too seriously. You know, life is short. Enjoy literally every moment of it, because a lot of times it's those little things that happen that really make a difference. I got to tell you this story. This is from something that I read today, and I thought it was so great. And I don't remember much of who the people are other than Tom Hanks. It was in a book I'm reading. It was actually in a review of a book I'm reading. And Tom Hanks was with another actor. This actor, whose name I forget, is in Top Gun right now, but it's not Tom Cruise. And everybody, not Val Kilmer either. Nope. And anyway, everyone is saying that he is the next big actor. So anyway, Tom Hanks and this actor whose name I forget were in a talk show together. And in that talk show, this actor, again, whose name I forget, looked at Tom Hanks and he said, you know, years back, I worked I grabbed you a beer. We were at a party. I was working for this company. You ordered a beer, and I got it for you. And Tom Hanks looked at him and he said, how did I treat you? Was I nice? And he looked at him and said, you could not have been nicer to me when you did that. And the moral of the story, what the lesson was in this book was that in life, you're not judged by the way that you treat people who you think can help you out. You're going to be judged by the way you treat people who most certainly cannot help you out. There's a big difference. It's really, really easy to be nice and kind and compassionate to people who you think can do something for me. That stuff's not important. How are you going to treat the person who can't do anything for you? I'd suggest to you that's how you're going to be judged. You have no idea how proud I am to represent this school in particular. I can't have a conversation. Obviously, I work in Boston, and we frequently will have conversations about the workforce and jobs and what's out there. And two of the biggest fans of this school in particular are the lieutenant governor and the governor. You may not know this, but this school, Westfield Technical Academy, is on the map throughout the Commonwealth, throughout the nation, through some of the programs that you have here. You folks graduating today are going to be the answer to what we refer to as the skills gap in Massachusetts. It's all of you. You've been taught well. Your teachers here. And I'm going to finish with this. Each and every one of you know, beyond the moral certainty, at least if you're anything like me, that you wouldn't be sitting here graduating today if it weren't for the people to your right, to your left, and behind you. I don't know if it's mom, dad, grandmother, grandfather, guardian, brother, sister, somebody in this crowd, and maybe some people who are no longer with us or couldn't be here today, is responsible for getting you to where you are today. So wherever life takes you, whether you're going away, whether you're staying here, wherever you're going, make sure to stay in contact with them. One of the things I hear from my mom to this day, Johnny, pick up the phone and call me more. Pick up the phone and call them more wherever you're going in life. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Senator Vilas. Next, it's my privilege to introduce our state representative, Mr. Kelly Pease, who's going to bring greetings on behalf of the General Court of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Thank you, and I will be very brief. So it's truly an honor to be here. The one thing I want to tell you is some of you, you know where you're going. That road is straight ahead of you, and you know how you're going to get there. And some of you, you're going to be more like me. You're going to wander around a little bit, but eventually you'll find it. And all I ask is that you find something you really love to do, because that'll make your life so much happier. So with that, and besides all the nice eloquent words have been said, I wish you congratulations and good luck in your future.
Thank you, Representative Pease. Next, bringing greetings on behalf of the Westfield School Committee is the Vice Chair, Mr. Bo Sullivan.
You did it. You're here. Yeah, go ahead. Go scream. That's fine. You're here. Go ahead. Throw beach balls. Those are fun too. I was told I had 2 jobs to do. One was the weather. We're going to be quick. The other one is to introduce my colleagues from the school committee who are here in attendance tonight. Oh, don't knock her hat off, though. She worked really hard on that one. Diane Mayhew. Ray Diaz. Heather Sullivan. Kathleen Hillman. And Tim O'Connor. You know, you're going to hear lots of cool cliches and phrases today, tomorrow, probably at your own graduation parties. You know, the world is at your fingertips. Don't be afraid to fail. Put your head down and go forward. Keep trying your best. All those are absolutely true. Somebody's on the volleyball team out there. But there's 2 words of advice that I want to give tonight. 1, Senator Vilas, next time put a diaper on your kid. He set himself up. The other one is for you guys. You'll hear all those cliches, but you know what? Those are always going to be true. You're always going to work. You're always going to work hard. You've proven that, especially for the last couple years of what you've accomplished. Those can wait 24 hours. My advice to you is give yourselves 24 hours. Think about what you've done in this school for the last 4 years and what you've done in school for the previous 8 or 9 years that you've had. Think about the good times. Think about the bad times. All those times made you stronger and got you to this point. So take the 24 hours for yourselves and enjoy it. Congratulations tonight. It's a heck of an accomplishment. Enjoy.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. Next, we have the president of the class of 2022, Mr. Dakota Durkee.
Good evening.
Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Langoni. Good evening. I'd like to begin welcoming members of the school committee and city council, Superintendent Mr. Stefan Zaporowski, Mayor Mike McCabe, school administrators, counselors, faculty, teachers, and shop instructors, Representative Pease, Senator John Vilas, family, and friends. And the reason we gathered today, the Westfield Technical Academy class of 2022. Thank you all for joining us on this special occasion. Today, we gather to formally conclude our time together at Westfield Technical Academy. In the last 4 years, we've overcome a lot. By a lot, I mean the wrath of Miss Saltmarsh when you put a germ-infested object on her desk. By a lot, I mean the fury of Mr. Arpin when he caught you cutting head of the lunch line. Wholeheartedly, it comforts me knowing that we are the future. What I've learned most from high school is that in tough times, we tend to look to those around us, yearning for guidance. I believe that there's power in independence, but we must not overlook our capabilities with the help from others. In the beginning of our high school days, Mr. Langoni gathered us in the auditorium to speak. No, this wasn't about our poor attendance or the time for how to wear masks correctly, but rather, this is the time he spoke to us about taking advantage of the help from others. Mr. Langoni told us that in high school, we were enveloped by these so-called bubbles of support networks. At the time, I didn't entirely understand what this meant, and little did I know these networks would get me through the years to come. Everywhere in school, we are surrounded by those who care for our well-being and want to see us succeed. These are the people Mr. Langoni talked about. For all they have done for us, I would like to recognize them tonight. I'd like to start by thanking all of our teachers. Thank you for finding ways to teach us curriculum, even though you only saw us 2 weeks out of the month. For staying after class, even on days that you didn't plan to, and for making class about more than just a textbook. Special thanks to Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts instructed me in 3 different engineering courses at my time at the academy. Somehow, I still ended up learning more about fishing than engineering itself. Thank you, parents. Thank you for teaching us to have integrity and pride in our work. Thank you for even when we made mistakes, always having our back. And without fail, thank you for reminding us that we are loved and we are full of purpose. Thank you, shop instructors, for putting in hours of work creating the lesson plan that would ensure absolute retention. Thank you for not just being academic, but also life mentors. And thank you for your indefinite commitment that has allowed us to excel in our chosen fields of study. Also, a shout out to Mr. Shaves. Thank you for teaching me that the key to 18-hour days is not caffeine, but rather protein shakes and a little bit of chia seeds. Lastly, thank you, siblings and relatives, for teaching us the importance of loyalty and reminding us of the value in family. Thanks for shaping me into who I've become today. For all who have attributed to our success, I credit you today for always offering your guidance and lending a helping hand when things got challenging. As we move forward, we will outgrow our old ways, but our roots will always serve as our foundation. Class, thank you for 4 years of high school that can never be replicated. My friends, I have so much gratitude for the impact you've all had on my life these past few years. It will be hard moving on without the ones that we are closest to by our sides, but let us move onward and remember these days as golden. Let these experiences stay with you and allow this class to remain a part of you. I see bright futures ahead. Remember, there will be no limit to your success, and when you do achieve your dreams, reflect back on this time today and be proud for all you've accomplished. Congratulations, class of 22.
Nicely done, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, Dakota. Well done.
And next, I'd like to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2022, Mr. Aiden Perez.
All right. So I know you've probably heard more than enough about the effect that COVID has had on our education experience in the past hour or so, but if you'd be willing to sit through just a little more. A word to my fellow students here at WTA. I'm sure that I'm not alone in believing that these past few years have been difficult to adapt to. Our educations were thrown off course and our schedules significantly altered by the pandemic. The consequences of the quarantine and its effect on us and our schooling is felt every day, even now that we are mostly without restrictions, and hopefully it stays that way. For a while, I wondered whether I would have been adequately prepared for the world beyond once I had finished senior year, and I still wonder that from time to time. But regardless of how this has affected us or how we're feeling or how we've done in school, what I think is important to celebrate today is that all of us are standing here, because there's a lot that's subjective and a lot that's unsure about this pandemic. But what is for sure and what is absolute is that every one of you is sitting in those seats. And that means that you have successfully graduated, with all likelihood. We have finished our high school careers, and we are now moving on to greater things. Some of us, like myself, may be heading to college to further our education. Others may be going right into work, and some of you may not exactly know what you're doing, and there isn't anything wrong with that. What I'm here to celebrate today is that we've all made it this far after 4 years, and nobody can take that away from us. And if I may speak a little more, this was not part of my script, but I'd like to extend a thanks to a few people. I'd like to thank my mother and father for always being there for me. I'd like to thank my grandmother for giving me housing after the passing of my mother. I'd like to extend a thank you to Jen, who married my father. And I'd also like to send a particular thanks to 3 people in particular tonight. My younger brother and sister, Evan and Riley Perez, who will one day hopefully be sitting in our position, not at this school, of course, for they do not live in this state, but somewhere, someday, they will be able to experience graduating like we have. And I'd like to extend one final thanks to my Aunt Teresa, who I know would never forgive me if I did not bring her mention in this, and I don't like being applauded particularly, so I request all of you to congratulate her. I'm sure she's somewhere in there. So give her the best thanks you can muster. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, the band is going to play a brief musical interlude, and Mr. Kennedy asked me to extend an invitation to the members of the band who are also members of the class of 2022 to join him. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy and band. Awesome job. At this time, I'm going to ask our beloved assistant principal, Mr. Kevin Daly, to join me up here. Beloved, yes, Mr. Daly, of course. for the presentation of our 2022 Legacy Awards. The first one is the Retired Vocational Teachers Award, which was instituted several years ago by the late Dr. Alfred Rios, former director of the Vocational Technical High School, to honor the valedictorian of the senior class. The 2022 recipient of the Retired Vocational Teachers Award is Miss Julia Thompson. The second award, the John Krieger Memorial Award, is given each year in memory of John Krieger, a graduate of the then Westfield Vocational Technical High School class of 1968 and an outstanding athlete. The memorial is awarded to a senior who has shown merit in shop, academics, and athletics. The 2022 recipient of the John Krieger Memorial Award is Joshua Sturmer. Our third award, the Jeremiah Kondelka Memorial Award, is given each year in memory of Mr. Jerry Kondelka, whose long and dedicated service as an instructor and department chair in manufacturing technology was legendary. The 2022 recipient of the Jeremiah Kondelka Memorial Award is Stephen Velasquez. The next series of awards is given in memory of Mr. Michael Gonzalez. These awards were instituted by former and current staff members in memory of Mr. Gonzalez, who served as director of the Westfield Vocational High School from 1957 to 1976. The fund was created by Mr. William Kaba, a former Westfield Trade High School teacher, for the perpetuation of the ideals of vocational education which Michael Gonzalez exemplified throughout his career. The awards are conferred on their recipients by recommendation of their respective program teachers for making great strides in working to their fullest potential. They are intended to help defray the cost of trade tools or other expenses which their recipients may incur in furthering their educations. One award is given in each technical program for working to potential and one for top tradesperson. So the first series, Working to Potential, Allied Health, Melanie Masonette. Auto Tech, Kevin Lacombe. Aviation Tech, Carl Lafreniere. Business Tech, Alice Anipko. Collision Tech, Jacob Marcoulier. Construction Tech, Aiden Fifield. Culinary Arts, Allison Guarenti. Electrical Wiring, Samuel Frechette. Graphic Arts, Anthony Lombardo. Horticulture Tech, Bruce Esposito. Took the deal, Mr. Daly, took the deal. Information Tech, Olivia Pease. and manufacturing tech Joseph Mantis. The next series for top tradesperson, the recipients are Allied Health, Caitlin Pellegrini. Autotech, Dakota Thomas. Aviation Maintenance Tech, James Coach. Business Tech, Alex Fontanillas. Collision Tech, Dylan Tousignant. Construction Tech, Michael Siha. Culinary Arts, Joshua Sturmer. Electrical Wiring, Carter Slack. Graphic Arts, Benjamin Clark. Horticulture Tech, Colby Nadeau. Information Tech, Julia Thompson. And Manufacturing Tech, David Spock. He's not here. The fifth Legacy Award is the Peter Gonzalez Memorial Award, which was established in honor of Mr. Peter Gonzalez, a teacher at the then Westfield Vocational High School and the brother of director Michael Gonzalez. Peter had a unique ability to bring out the very best in the students with whom he worked. He was strict, but he was fair, and he never gave up on any student. The award recipient, therefore, must embody Peter's philosophy by displaying courage and the perseverance to succeed when the chips are down and the goals seem out of reach. The 2022 recipient of the Peter Gonzalez Memorial Award is Damian Rivera. Our final and newest Legacy Award is the Robert P. O'Leary Memorial Scholarship. And for this inaugural scholarship, I'm going to ask Mrs. Karen O'Leary, Mr. O'Leary's daughters Taylor and Carly, Mr. O'Leary's brother Rick and his wife Linda to please join me up here at the dais for the presentations. Mr. O'Leary, as you all know, had been a member of the WTA family for over 20 years prior to his untimely death this past January. He will always be remembered for many reasons, but chief among them are his goodness, compassion, sense of humor, and his unwavering dedication to his students and his colleagues. The award recipient, therefore, must embody Mr. O'Leary's example of leadership, school spirit, positivity, and commitment. Going forward, we will award one O'Leary Scholarship each year. However, due to the community's overwhelming and generous support with startup donations, we are pleased to award 3 inaugural O'Leary Scholarships tonight. So the first of these is going to be awarded to our president, Mr. Dakota Durkee. The second, the second O'Leary Scholarship for 2022 will be awarded to Joshua Sturmer. And the third O'Leary Scholarship for 2022 is awarded to Allison Guarenti. So, Mr. O'Leary's daughter, Carly, asked if she could share a few brief words.
Hello, everyone. What a beautiful evening, other than this dark cloud over here. So I'll keep it quick. As Mr. Langoni just said, I'm Carly. I'm Mr. O'Leary's daughter. Our family just wanted to thank everyone here who made the Robert P. O'Leary Scholarship possible. We are so, so grateful that we were able to pass Mr. O'Leary's legacy on for many, many years to come. As much as he touched everyone here, I want you guys to know that you touched him as well. He loved every faculty member and every student like his own family. Moving forward, after graduation, once you go on to work or college or to pursue your dreams, we just ask that you keep my dad, Mr. O'Leary's legacy alive. Share with others the life lessons that he taught you. Keep pushing, do the right thing, and treat everyone with respect and love, because that's what he did for everyone here today. Thank you so much, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Superintendent Zaborowski, as principal of the Westfield Technical Academy, I certify that these seniors have met all of the graduation requirements set forth by the Westfield Public Schools and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Therefore, it gives me great honor to present to you for graduation the class of 2022.
Good evening. We're almost there. Good evening to Mayor McCabe, Senator Vilas, Representative Pease, our school committee members, colleagues, parents, guardians, grandparents, family members, friends, and alumni. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate the students seated before us. Let's have another round of applause for the class of 2022. A few short years ago, you began your safety training and then moved on to exploratory for each of our technical programs. Today, you will be graduates of Westfield Technical Academy with the skills that grant you the opportunity to continue your education, enter the workforce, or the military. It is impressive that many of you in this class took part in internships or have been employed through our cooperative education program. Many of you already have a permanent job lined up. In fact, 60 of you will be going right into your career, 47 are furthering your education, and 6 students in this graduating class will serve our country in the military, and we thank you in advance for your service. Whichever path that you have chosen, you're on the verge of a new stage in your lives. Celebrate how far you've come. This is an opportunity for you and your family and your friends to recognize all that you have accomplished. For us, it's hard to believe that not that long ago, you were in kindergarten. In that year, Avatar would become the top-grossing film of all time. Hannah Montana made a movie and then became a wrecking ball. Harry Potter began his 6th year at Hogwarts.
The Black Eyed Peas told us that we had to get that boom boom pow. And Beyonce let us know that if you like it, you better put a ring on it. Lady Gaga shocked us by wearing a dress made of raw beef. And a 15-year-old YouTuber named Justin Bieber made his debut. It was also the last year that the New York Yankees won the World Series. Tom Brady did not win a Super Bowl. The Lakers won the NBA championship, and the Penguins won the Stanley Cup. Facebook launched Farmville, for those of you who remember that. And Apple and Google added navigation software to smartphones. And also, while you were in kindergarten, Instagram was born. As we gather here today, I'm reminded how quickly the world around us can change. Advancements in technology continue to transform our everyday lives. Thankfully, we can all be relieved that friends and family stopped asking us to help with their virtual farms. And I think we can all appreciate the improvements in navigation software too. Smart devices like Alexa and Google Nest are being integrated into our homes, not only to play music, but they can turn our lights on and off, control our thermostats, and tell you when your dishwasher or washing machine is done. The evolution of technology has also created some new job opportunities, including social media managers, podcast producers, mobile app developers, cloud architects, or anything to do with artificial intelligence. Looking to the future, many of you will likely work in a job that doesn't yet exist. The possibilities are truly exciting. And for those of you that were really into Avatar, you'll be happy to know the sequel is coming out in December. Some changes in the last few years have not been that great, and we've talked about it, but living through the last 2+ years of COVID have been rough for all of us. We see frustration, anger, divisiveness in our society, and it's a little bit far from encouraging. But then I look out to these 113 graduates. Your determination to succeed despite the obstacles of a pandemic are an inspiration for all of us. So thank you. As we continue to live our lives, it is my hope that we embrace kindness, patience, acceptance, and compassion. I consider myself privileged to know such a resilient group of young people. Please know that you will all be missed and that we will remember you fondly. I speak on behalf of the school committee and all the faculty and staff in the Westfield Public Schools in wishing you amazing adventures, extraordinary experiences, and the journey of a lifetime. Best of luck and congratulations to all of you. Marshals, please rise the class. By the authority vested in me by the Westfield School Committee, I hereby declare the class of 2022 to be graduates of the Westfield Technical Academy. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
Valedictorian of the class of 2022, Julia Thompson, Allied Information Technology. Excuse me. Salutatorian of the class of 2022, Aiden Perez, Information Technology. President of the class of 2022, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Dakota Durkee. Allied Health, Tegan Bradshaw. Molly Ethier. Kelsey Gagnon. Ariana Granger. Melanie Masonette. Elizaveta Olinik. Of course he did. Caitlin Pellegrini. I practiced. Naba Sumadi. Automotive Technology, Angel Camacho. Jack Cashman. Devin Dakota. Kevin Lacombe. Tyler Levasseur. Megan Maloney. Brandon Osden. Dakota Thomas. Cole Torres. And Maxime Veva. Aviation Maintenance Technology. Lauren Bollier. Caden Boyer. O'Connor Carrier. Alex Chernowski. James Coach. Logan Hansen. Scott Hepburn. Maxim Hrabowski. Carl Lafreniere. Ava Mantovani. Alex Smith. Business Technology. Alice Anipko. Bianca Ayala. Alex Fontanillas. Cassandra Giroir. Tina Liu. Ashley Metcalf. Charmaine Vink. Maxwell Zelasco. Collision Technology. Evan Kuznick. Roman Litvinchuk. Jacob Marcoulier. Andrew Navarro. Ian Sanabria Amaro. Jordan Schreck. Michael St. Jean. Dylan Tousignant. Construction Technology. Mackenzie Chase. Griffin DeRozier. Aiden Fifield. Dylan Hall. Tanner Lafreniere. Ryan Pellegrini. Isabella Purdy. Lisette Ramos. Caden Rodriguez. Michael Siha. Kira Stoops. Darren Toll. Culinary Arts. Janea Aponte. Adam Bravslovsky. Joshua Bullock. Paige Cordis. Allison Guarenti. Alexi Palmer. Taylor Parker. Hannah Patrick. Sarah Reed. Cadence Skews. Joshua Sturmer. Aliyah Svoboda. Electrical wiring. Caitlin Carter. Samuel Frechette. Benjamin Grimaldi. Edward Henry. Delaney Kukuchka. Leeview Mokanu. Austin Morgan. David Seymour. Carter Slack. Adam Strikers. Dakota Whitaker. Graphic Arts and Design and Visual Communications, Emily Acosta. Sasha Bodwin. Jacob Brooks. Benjamin Clark. William Laprise. Anthony Lombardo. Haley Metcalf. Damian Rivera. Horticulture Technology, Dominic Altieri. Nicholas Cernak. Bruce Esposito. Colby Nato. Emma Renaud. Information Technology, Seth Dion. Jared Fonska. Ryan Goyette. Daniel Kravitz. Justin Mantis. Olivia Pease. Caleb Santiago. Valerie Zagadulin. Manufacturing Technology, Christian Lent. Timothy Lesniak. Joseph Mantis. Marion Ozaruk. Nathan Pellegrini. Mary Elise Pop. And Stephen Velasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the class of 2022.
Great job.
kids. There were more Texans here tonight than any other graduation we've done. So thank you for taking the time to be here tonight. If you guys want to come play tomorrow, because it's fun to hang around and play music, love to have you here if you can. Westfield High, thank you for coming down and helping our friends here. We need to pack the whole truck. We need to take 30 of these chairs back with us for Mr. Daly. So, so when we load the truck, we need to get those podiums and 30 chairs, and then our music stands and instruments.